Welcome. I have a story for you today about the goddess Brigid and how she became a patron and mentor to poets, healers, and artisans. So, when the time came for Brigid to take her place amongst the gods, she went to her father, the Dagda, to see what skills were needed in the world. After looking at his daughter and considering for a long while, he said, "I think you would do well in the realm of poets. Go visit the Hawk of the East, who trained your brother, Ogma, in the way of words. Yes, seek what learning you may from the Hawk of the East." So Brigid travelled into the rising sun, climbing up and up rocky slopes, showered with spring petals, until she reached the nest of the Hawk of the East. The hawk was singing the song of dawn to her young, coaxing them to open their eyes and their beaks to greet the new day. Overcome with emotion and with tears in her eyes, Brigid knelt and said, "Never have I heard such sweet music. Please, hawk, will you teach me your song?" The hawk turned to Brigid and trilled softly, "This song I sing is a gift to the world, and as such must be given freely. But know this, Brigid, once you know this song and have sung it, you must be prepared to teach. For once you make its words, its rhythm your own, it is not something you will be able to hide away from the world. The brightness of this song will radiate out from you, and many will seek you out for inspiration and guidance. Do you still wish to learn my song?" "Yes," said Brigid. "Teach me, and I will become the patron of all poets and musicians, that this beautiful song will never be forgotten in all the time of the world." Thus, Brigid came to teach the world the way of poetry and song. But one task was not enough for her. Soon her heart cried out that she could do more, she could be more, she could learn more. So when summer came, she set off to the south, where she knew her brother, the Ankekt, had gained great healing knowledge from the proud red stag that that dwelled in the tangled woods. After much searching of the woods, Brigid came upon the proud red stag. As she made her approach, the stag saw her, turned and fled. Though he led her a merry chase, the young goddess was swift and fleet of foot. After many hours and many miles, the stag was not able to outdistance her, though she was unable to catch him either. And as the sun rose to its highest point in the sky, the stag stopped and turned to Brigid, and bowing his rack of heavy antlers towards her, he said, "I know what it is that you would seek from me, and if you had given up the chase, I would not even consider teaching you the arts of the healer. You will need the same tenacity to battle illness as you would to war against the Fomorians." Out of breath, Brigid panted, "I have fire in my heart and in my limbs, and I will not falter in my care. Then you shall be goddess of the healers, the physicians. Inspire their craft, remind them of the heart that resides at the core of their vocation. For without the human spirit, the healer can heal no one. Now, Brigid tended both poet and doctor. Yet soon she was restless again. She wanted to learn more, her thirst for knowledge driven by the fires of her spirit. She decided to travel west to the wise salmon, who Brigid knew had helped her mother, Danu, give birth to the Dagda's numerous children. Perhaps there she could quench the fires that burnt in her heart. So Brigid journeyed through the autumn woods, so intent on finding the wise salmon's pool that she was oblivious to all the beauty around her. Eventually she found the great hazel tree and the spring that flowed up from beneath its roots. She looked into the waters and momentarily startled as a great fish broke through her reflection and the waters of the pool. Brigid, daughter of Dagda, what do you seek here in my pool? What has brought you so far from hearth and home to this, the most wildest of places? Kneeling down, Brigid replied, Wise salmon, I know not what it is that I seek, but I do know that my heart is restless and discontent with the knowledge I have so far gained from hawk and stag. Is there something I might learn from you that will calm my soul? The salmon waggled her head back and forth. Child of plenty, daughter of the deep earth, all that I know will be but a drop in the great cauldron of your spirit. But I shall teach you. You will become the greatest of midwives, tending not only the children of humankind, but those of cow, horse, sheep, and all others who would seek out your care. Your touch will soothe the labour pangs of the mothers, and your sigh will bring comfort to the fathers. But you will be able to turn any away. Your days and nights will no longer be your own, for new life waits for no one. Do you still wish to learn? Oh yes, Brigid said. Oh yes, salmon, please. I'm sure I will be so busy that my heart will be full at last. The salmon looked shrewdly at the young goddess, but taught her all she knew anyway. Before Brigid departed, the old salmon told her that if her heart still yearned come the winter time, to visit the bear far to the north. Now, Brigid was actually content for a time, a whole year in fact, but eventually she became restless again. Her charges flourished. The poets sang like never before. Doctors made new strides in medicine, and rarely did a creature perish under her hands. Yet the emptiness was growing again in Brigid's heart. So, remembering the salmon's words, and being a responsible goddess, she packed a satchel and asked her brothers Diankect and Ogma to look after her duties until she returned. Following the stars, Brigid travelled for many days until she came upon a great snow-encrusted cave. With teeth chattering, she called out into the cave, Mighty bear, guardian of the North Star, salmon has sent me to you. My name is, I know who you are, Brigid, daughter of Dagda, son of Ilafa, said the bear. Salmon mentioned you might make your way to my home. Still not satisfied, eh? Brigid went to speak. I should think not, Bear interrupted. You inspire others, you heal others, you deliver others' children, but you have saved nothing for yourself. Come with me. I gave these secrets to Govnu the Smith long ago. He used them to wage war. I give them to you now. You may choose to use them as he did, or you may choose to make things of beauty and light. Or perhaps your tastes run more to the practical. Matter not. This is your choice, to be made out of joy, wonder and love, not out of any duty. And so Brigid became the patron of smiths and craftsmen. And in shaping the molten heart of the earth, she found her own inner core. Her time in the smithy filled her heart to bursting, and that pleasure spread throughout all of her other callings as well. And so Brigid's nature was complete, a guide and a mentor to poets, healers, and artisans, until the end of all things. Aho.